Hi fans of high quality entertainment. Today, time for another top 10 list. And I would love your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, this list is, I think I'm going to title it something like Top 10 Most Annoying Neighbors. No, Top 10 Live Performers. And what I mean by that is not so much their music being presented live, but I mean just overall for excitement, for putting on a great show. And so my top 10 obviously is going to be different than yours, and I'm also going to mention other artists. And I'm going to miss some, obviously, because there's hundreds of great performers out there, including Nickelback and Creed. So some of the artists that I think are great performers now or in the past include U2, but that's mainly for them actually being better live than on record, not so much their presentation. Queen is awesome live. Prince, very entertaining. Paul McCartney, I saw him in Toronto in 2010, put on a 3-hour show, didn't even take a drink of water. Very entertaining. Metallica, not one of my favorite bands, but you can tell when they're performing that they love performing, they love their fans, and so if you were a huge fan of Metallica, you would love their performance, I think. Except for the 20-minute drum solo. Pearl Jam, I think they're awesome live. They really give their fans a good time. Elvis Presley, of course. Or I always said Prince. Lady Gaga, not into her music, but she's very entertaining live. Some band called the Beatles. I'm sure they were good live if you could hear them beyond the screaming. Pink Floyd, which might be some people's number one, but I don't think they're the most exciting performers. I mean, their visuals, of course, are exciting, so that you have to include that, obviously, but they're not on my top 10 list. Kiss, obviously. This band, more for their music than their presentation, Radiohead. James Brown, obviously, was a great performer. And, of course, a couple of others, really no presentation, just an onslaught of powerful music, the Ramones and Motorhead. Number 10, the Rolling Stones, mainly for the late 60s, early 70s. But I mean, basically any time they're going to put on a good show. Number 9, number 9, number 9. Alice Cooper, who's still doing live shows today. But I think the early 70s with the Alice Cooper band, the original band, would have been awesome to see. Number 8, nothing more exciting than smashing your guitar. The Jimi Hendrix Experience, and lighting it on fire too. 1967 would be a great year to have seen the Jimi Hendrix Experience. And I love humor, an artist that has humor in their music or in their presentation, and this band definitely did, or does. Jethro Tull, with the great Ian Anderson, and seeing them around the time of Thick as a Brick would have been really fun. And number 6, not so much the members themselves, they're not the most exciting performers, but all of the visuals and the videos that they make and all that. Rush, especially the later years with the crazy clips of them being different characters and all that. Really, really funny stuff. I love humor, as you can tell. Now, number 5, maybe a touch of humor with the guitarist, but once again, they just really, really please the fans, except for maybe right now. AC/DC, and that could be with Bon Scott or Brian Johnson. Just the energy of them. And of course Angus Young is definitely way, way up there as a entertainer. Now, these top 4 of mine, I think any one of them could be number 1 because I love them so much as performers. Number 4, Sparks. Right from the early 70s until now, I've seen them with Franz Ferdinand last year in their group FFS, and they are always entertaining. Their personalities, not, the presentation and videos and whatever else. Just the humor of their presentation with Ron Mael on the keyboards making all of his hilarious faces and looking bored or whatever, and Russell Mael, just a great performer, great performers. And yeah, any time really is a good time to see Sparks. Number 3, and I will never ever forget this. I used to be friends with this guy that ran a record store, and we talk about music quite often. And at one point, he was really down about music in general. Nothing was exciting for him anymore. He was just getting bored with it, didn't even want to listen to it. And then, the following week I saw him again, and he was all uplifted and everything and loved music once more because he had seen Devo in concert in Toronto. And I totally understand that because Devo is hilarious live, plus they're great performers. And even now, well, I guess they haven't performed for the last couple of years, but they're still great performers. And there's humor with them, just like Sparks, and just they're original and everything, and like I said, lots of fun to see live. Now, number 2 could easily be number 1. Not one of my favorite artists to listen to, but I really do like them. But just for overall energy and giving the fans as much of them as they can, it is Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. And basically any time he was with the E Street Band would be a great time to see them. He really, really, really puts on a great show. Great show. And number 1, and this is what actually inspired me to do this video, is this. I buy these, the History of Rock magazines, and each month there's a different year that they go through with old articles. And when I saw this picture, I said to myself, I have to do a video on the top 10 greatest live performers. And this band, I think, is the greatest live act of all time. And you might agree. The Who. What can be more exciting and thrilling than Pete Townsend jumping way up high in the air, Roger Daltrey twirling his microphone, Keith Moon just going crazy on the drums, and John Entwistle just standing there really bored? I mean, that's excitement itself. It really is, especially to see them around the time of Live at Leeds. Yeah, I would say that The Who are the most exciting act to have seen in their prime. So I would love your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like this video. And if you don't like it, remember to thumbs it down. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.